If you want to fully prepare for PTE Core without failure, check out our self-paced course link in the description. We guarantee your improvement, and if you don't see it, get all your money back. More details in the description. Okay, let's crack the fill in the blanks game in the PTE Core reading and writing section, but not in the usual way. We are going deep into why each word fits and how you will spot it like a pro. Ready? Let's get started. Okay, here's the deal. You get a short passage, several blanks, and bunch of word choices. What you're doing is two things at once, reading for meaning and picking the right word. And your aim, you have to make each blank feel like it was always a part of sentence. If it sounds odd, then it's wrong. I'm going to give you a top up killer strategy, which is going to pitch in your style. The first one is scan the whole passage first. Before you pick any word, you have to read the passage quickly once. Get the topic, tone, and flow. Know if the passage is about risk, profit, health, environment, so many things, right? So, this gives you a context advantage. And the second one is grammar and word form check. Look at what kind of word the blank needs. Example, whether it could be a noun or a verb or an adjective. Here is an example given. Many companies dash their profits. So here definitely you need a verb in the past or present. So grammar is your shortcut. And collocations plus natural pairings. Some words just go together. Make a decision, pose a threat, carry out research. If you see dash research as a blank, and if you have options like conducted, heavy, outside, you have to pick conducted because it collocates naturally, right? If you see dash research, okay, as a blank and options include conducted, heavy, outside, you have to pick the word conducted because that collocates naturally with the word research. Got it? And use elimination and logic. If you're unsure, eliminate options that definitely don't fit in meaning or word form. Since there is no negative marking, guess smart rather than leave blanks. The strategy is context plus grammar plus elimination. Okay, now let's move on to an example. Let me show a passage for you. In recent years, urban populations have expanded rapidly, putting enormous strain on water resources. Municipal authorities are now under pressure to dash sustainable supply chains and invest in infrastructure that can dash future demand. Failure to act may lead to critical dash situation in which households have little access to clean water. Now, the options have given here establish, undermine, anticipate, mitigate, crisis, expand. For the first blank, it's authorities are now under pressure to dash sustainable supply chain. So, obviously, what should come here? A verb, which means establish. Okay. The next one is invest in infrastructure that can dash future demand. Again, verb meaning prepare for. That means anticipate. Okay. And for the third blank, potential situation. Okay, which means a noun, right? Serious shortage of crisis here. So this is how you need to look for the blanks and with the context of the text before and after in order to find out the meaning and in what context that has been said so that you can easily identify whether a verb or a noun or an adjective or a collocation pair. Okay. Now let's move on to another passage. Listen to it carefully and then you have to find out the correct option. In recent decades, urban transportation networks have undergone radical changes. City planners are increasingly aware that simply adding more lanes or expanding road space is not always the optimal strategy. Instead, many are championing integrated systems that prioritize public transit, cycling infrastructure, and pedestrian friendly zones. If these efforts are to succeed, decision makers must not only allocate sufficient budgets but also dash the deep-seated cultural habits that privilege the private automobile. Without this cultural shift, even the most modern system may remain dash. Now the options are reinforce, challenge, embrace, redundant, efficient, aspirational. For the first one, blank one, but also dash deep-seated cultural habits. That means it need a verb meaning, right? So which means a question or a change related to that. So option B, challenge, is the correct answer. And for the blank two, system may remain, so something unused or negative, right? So which means redundant. So for the first option, the correct answer is B, which is challenge, and for the second one, it's redundant. Got it? So this is how you need to find out the answers. And let's move on to the next passage. Over the past 50 years, the field of renewable energy has experienced tremendous growth, yet it still faces major obstacles. One such obstacle is intermittency. Solar and wind power depend on weather conditions, which can be unpredictable. To overcome this, researchers are developing advanced storage solutions that can dash power from times of surplus for use when production falls. However, the high cost of these systems remain dash in many emerging economies. And the options are capture, discard, distribute, feasible, elusive, mandatory. For the first blank, if you look here, researchers are developing advanced storage solution that can dash power. So which should be like something like store or collect power. So which is the correct meaning? Capture, right? Capture power from times of surplus for use when production falls. And for the second blank, however, the high cost of these systems remain dash in many emerging economies. So it's like a contrast, right? So which means like something very difficult to achieve. The option is elusive. Okay. So for the first one, it's capture, and for the second one, it's elusive. Now let's move on to our third passage. Global supply chains have become more complex, exposing companies to a variety of risks, from natural disasters to geopolitical tensions. A key strategy for resilience is diversification. Organizations are encouraged to source components from multiple regions and to have contingency plans in place. This approach, however, is often dashed because it may increase logistical complexity and upfront cost. Yet firms that manage to implement it effectively tend to maintain dash even when unexpected disruptions occur. And the options given here are attractive, challenging, optional, continuity, efficiency, fragility. For the first dash, this approach, however, is often dash. It's something about difficult because of complexity or cost, right? If you read the entire sentence, you will understand that. So, which means challenging is the correct option for the first dash. And for the second one, the ongoing operation, right? So which means it continue to exist or which is happening already, that shows continuity. Okay. For the first option, answer is challenging, and for the second dash, it's continuity. If you want to fully prepare for PTE Core without failure, check out our self-paced course link in the description. We guarantee our improvement, and if you don't see it, get all your money back. More details given in the description. Bye for now. Bye-bye.